Hey guys, Joey from Clash J Video Productions. Happy New Year 2023. Just gonna make a quick little update here. Y'all probably remember this little radio. I got it about, I don't know, 4 years ago. I guess it was 4 going on 5. Well, no, 3 going on 4, I guess it is. This is a Baofeng BF-F9 V2 Plus. It's basically very similar to the UV-5R V2 Plus. This is actually a counterfeit Baofeng radio, and I never realized that until recently because it was never featured on any of the Baofeng websites. That's right. This is actually a counterfeit radio. But it performed very nicely for what it was, especially if you put a good antenna on it. So, but I got a new battery for it, a couple new batteries actually, and the stock battery was dead, the 1800 milliamp hour battery here. And when I got the new batteries for Christmas, I was not aware of the volume control problems and the reception problems it was starting to have. The volume control was getting too staticky, and the reception problems, it's not getting good reception anymore. So the radio is basically useless now. So I'm going to be getting a replacement model pretty soon to replace it since I got the new batteries. So, but this is an 1800 milliamp hour battery. It's a BL-5, basically the stock battery. Came with the radio, but you know, as you can see when you put it on, well, the radio actually did come on, but as you can see, that comes up. Weird thing is, the display wasn't coming on at all before, so don't get that. Huh, weird.
Low voltage.
But it's saying low voltage. So yeah.
Low voltage.
I don't know if this is able to actually be charged. But anyway, with that being said, I'll show you one of the new batteries I got. This is, and I actually went ahead and trashed all my unboxing videos over Christmas because they had a whole bunch of manual focusing problems because I was dealing with the stock lens and I didn't know what I was doing because I was used to the other lens I had for the camera, which I don't have anymore. But anyway, another story. This is the BL-5L. It says BL-5, but this is actually a BL-5L. And look at the capacity, 3800 milliamp hours. That's 2000 milliamp hours higher than what this battery has. Now when you put it on the battery, or when you put the battery on the radio rather, you can see that it increases the size of the radio too, because this is also part of the battery. But the trade-off is you got a lot more power. Problem is this radio isn't working properly at the moment, so really doesn't do me much good. But I will say that there is one thing about this battery that's going to make it worth it to actually get a replacement radio, and I'll show you what that is in just a second. Okay, so you see that little 5-volt pen plug right there? Well, watch this. You insert this little wire here. There's a USB on the other side. Here's another thing I got for Christmas. This is actually a 2-pack. The other one's black and the other's white. It's an INIU or NEU, however you pronounce it, power bank. You plug it in and you can actually charge it on the go. So you can actually charge the battery. So that's super cool. Now I have two of these batteries, and they're both 3800 milliamp hours, so that would last at least 2 rail fan trips, and probably at least 2 more. So I would not need to charge this probably for, I could probably use it for 1 rail fan trip and use it for another without having to charge it. But it's still cool that you can charge it on the go, and this light will turn green when it's finished charging. But anyway, the radio that I'm looking at, I'll show you what it is. Alright, well here it is. It is a UV5R X3, and as you can see, it is pretty similar to the Baofeng BF-F9 V2 Plus, UV5R V2 Plus. The grill design is pretty similar. It's a little bit different, but cosmetically pretty similar. There's not a little pattern here, and the Baofeng text is below the grill instead of by the LCD. And another difference is this radio here is a tri-band. That's right, you get 136 to 174, 220 to 260, and 400 to 520 megahertz. Now obviously I would only be using 160 to 161 and 452 to 457 for the main railroad and the EOT frequencies. But that's the radio I'm looking at right there. $43, not a bad price. This radio is actually by Radiolity, which this is their site that I'm taking a video of, so I'm giving them full credit for the picture and video here. This radio is actually a collaboration between the two of them. It's Radiolity and Baofeng worked together to produce this radio, but for all purposes it's actually a Baofeng. But as I said, Radiolity worked with them. One thing I actually really like about this radio is I saw a video and it does scan a little bit faster than the standard Baofeng, which is good because a regular Baofeng I think only scans about 3 channels a second, which is just way too slow. And this scans a bit quicker, probably a little bit closer to like say a Yaesu FT4XR or FT65 and the VHF counterparts. So, but yeah, so definitely looking forward to trying this one out. I think it'll definitely be good. Now, please know that I'm not knocking these radios. These are good radios, but I think these are basically only made to last about 4 or 5 years, and then they're basically pretty much done. And this thing did a very good job when it worked. I never had a problem with it at all. It worked great. The reception was really good. And as far as I know, never missed a train symbol on it to speak of. And I think this was only about a $30 to $35 radio. So pretty close to the price of this. So hoping to get at least 4 or 5 years out of this one as well. So anyway, this is Joey from Class J Video Productions, and I will see you at the track soon. Thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.